Got my child talking in the background. I'm gonna let you guys come on and get in. Come on and get in. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes. Hey, Black Mama's Village. Hey, thanks for coming. Just letting a couple more people get in. You guys bear with me for a second. So, we did the voting thing, and it was like, should I wear the onesie? And I had to wear my onesie. And it has a hood. Yes, it does. So, had to wear the onesie. I'll probably show it again if a couple more people grab in. We're just gonna wait a couple minutes. So, thank you guys for joining. I want this to be really interactive and fun. So just give me a couple more minutes. Hold on. Hey, Village Mother Doula. Hey, thanks for joining. Thank you so much. Good to see you. My daughter was gonna try to be the DJ, but that messed that up. Spotify. It's okay, baby. Thanks for trying to help mom be hip. She's trying to help me be hip, That's not happening. That's all right, though.
So no music?
No music, baby, but thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your efforts. Oh, there's my aunt/sister-in-law. Hey, Shantae. Oh, you guys want to see this is my baby. Hey, Val. This is my baby with her wonderful afro. This is my big baby. This is my Layla. She's 11. I have a little one running around here. That's the one that did the come watch us video for the live. That's Cyan. So Layla is my little old lady. She's very calm, very chill. Cyan is all gas, no brakes, like all day. So, well, I think we waited a couple minutes. Hey, Mimi! Hey, girl! Thank you guys so much for coming. Hey, there's my girl. Hey, Room Heroes Doula. Love it, love it. So, I'm really happy. Hey, Elsa! Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Look, Layla. So, Elsa and I have worked together, and Layla just loves Miss Elsa, so she had to say hi. You can say hi.
Hi.
All right, get out of here and go finish your homework.
Okay.
So I'm really happy that you guys took the time to come and stop by my live. I think it's really important. We have a lot of mothers on here. And I think one of the things that happens so much is our bodies change while we're pregnant. And no one tells us all these changes. So they tell you you're going to get cravings and you're going to gain weight. And they kind of leave it there. So today I got some great feedback from some wonderful ladies about changes that no one told them was going to happen. Didn't let them know how to deal with them. And you just kind of was like, what am I doing here? So we can all be more informed about the changes of our body. And I want this to be really interactive. So please feel free to laugh, add comments, interact with each other. This is a time for us to be really more comfortable with our bodies. And as women, it changes from the time we come out to the time we go down. It's never the same. So I'll get right into it. So we all know one of the biggest things is you're going to gain weight. So you get pregnant, you gain weight. But no one tells you that you might gain weight in odd places. Like they just tell you like, oh, your belly's going to get big. I've seen women, you can see that they're pregnant just in their face. Like that's where they carry their weight. Their weight is in their face. And I was like, oh, your weight might be selective. So I think that's one of the things that no one talks about is we're all different and our body compositions are different. So how we carry our weight or lack thereof. So I was the skinny pregnant girl, which everybody's like, oh, you're so lucky. Yeah, you're lucky till someone tells you, are you eating enough? Are you sure your baby's okay? Like, yeah, my stomach is huge. I just didn't gain weight anywhere else. I don't know what to tell you. And you got people looking at you like he must not be eating. Like, no, I eat every chance I get. I'm just not going to be big. So, as women, it's never quite right. You didn't gain your weight. Everybody has something to say. So that's one of the big things. Who told you guys about the skin changes? Who experienced skin changes? Because my oldest, the one you just saw with that wonderful afro, man, I had cystic acne. I used to have acne as a teenager. So I had acne as a teenager in my chin and my T-zone. I got pregnant with Layla and I had cystic acne all over. Look, Mimi's like, my neck. See, no one tells you like you're gonna break out like a hormonal teenager. I had cystic acne on my cheeks. I was like, what is happening to me? No one tells you about that. Look. So I will definitely tell her. All the acne and and the malaise. Oh, yes, the dark spots. I was actually going to get to that. You get either light patches, dark patches, acne, back acne. I've seen that. Chest acne. And I was like, what is happening? And then you have the women that have the flawless skin, which I'm happy for those ladies. Like that's awesome. So you see, we've all been through these things that no one gave us the prompt. That's not one of the things that comes in the pamphlet, like, hey, your skin could go absolutely nuts. So yeah, we missed out on those things. You got the dark patches, light patches. I have a list, you know. I took notes, so for all the information that you ladies answered, I took notes. So we all know our breasts are going to get bigger. Some women though, like for me, my breasts actually didn't get that much bigger while I was pregnant. They got bigger after because I was nursing. But while I was pregnant, I literally didn't gain weight anywhere except my stomach. And this is kind of just to let us know there's no one fit way to be pregnant. That's kind of what I want. I want you to be okay that your body's changing, you know, and be able to talk to other mothers, especially for the doulas on here, or even just women, your friends, just to know that your body changing is okay. My husband is laughing at me because he knows I didn't have breasts while I was pregnant. That's him. Y'all see the 55 hole? That's him. Yeah, that's my husband. And he's laughing because he's like, he said it looked like I swallowed a basketball. He's like, there's nothing about your body that looks pregnant until you turn around. So yeah. Who told you about the bleeding gums? Did anybody else have bleeding gums? I didn't have them as bad with my second, but with Layla, I couldn't. I would brush my teeth and it looked like I just came out of a boxing ring. Yeah, he's somebody I kind of know, girl. I'll throw him away later, you know. I guess I'll keep him. But the bleeding gums. Does anyone warn us about the bleeding gums, ladies? Like, I would brush my teeth with my oldest and it looked like I came out of, oh, you're drooling for the milk. I cannot. See? You see how he's embarrassing me? But he's supporting me, so that's okay. He can embarrass me. But the bleeding gums, you know, I'm glad you didn't experience it either. It was awful. Like, I would brush my teeth and I would spit and I literally looked like somebody punched me in the mouth. Oh, excess saliva. I didn't get that, but I have heard about the drool, the pregnancy drool, like just a mouthful of saliva. I missed one comment. Hold on, guys. Oh, your gas spread. So Shantae is saying her gas spread. Like, okay, so I did not experience that, but that's so interesting. I wonder if it's the increased circulation to the gums that your teeth were just like, here we go. See? That these things no one tells us about that are happening. Okay. So we all know that when we go into the second stage, the menopause stage of, you know, our lives, we're supposed to have hot flashes. But who all had hot flashes while they were pregnant? Because I did. And no one told. I just was standing there and I was like, I like wanted to get naked in the middle of the store. My husband was like, why are you unbuttoning your clothes? I was like, I'm so hot. I'm so hot. He's like, why are you? I'm just hot. And I just was like, I'm just about to take all this off. Did anyone else experience getting like extremely hot, like out of nowhere, or that your core temperature went up so much? Because I'm usually cold and I was just hot while I was pregnant, like excessively hot. See, I love this. So all these are things that no one, like, think about when your mom told you about being pregnant. Look, those summer babies. Right. Yes. Tell them, girl. because nobody's mom said, hey, you're going to get really, really hot, or you could get really, really hot or have a hot flash. That was not in the, hey, this is one of the things you go through being pregnant, you know. And I feel like there's so many changes in the body that we're so ignorant to, that we just have to talk about this more, to tell our friends, baby, that's normal. Tell our clients, that's normal. That's okay. I know somebody these are the things that's not in the little booklet, or that your doctor even talks to you about. Hey, Harmonious Birth. Hey, thanks for coming in. We're just talking about those body changes. Come on in and jump in. Have your comments. It's really interactive. I love all the participation, guys. So we got who started sweating excessively? Because I didn't do that, but I know somebody who's actually going through it right now. Excessive sweating. And I know someone who actually their body odor increased. So, you know, the hormonals changed. Let's talk about how feet grow. Girl, I have somebody that is actually on my list. I have a friend I know from college. She talked about that. She's like, my feet grew. It's like, your feet grew? I hadn't even heard that. So yes, we're going to get there. But yeah, this excessive sweating. I have a client going through it right now. She's like, I woke up and it looked like I came out of the shower. She's like, my bed was like I didn't dry off, and everything. It was just crazy. It's weird, you know, stinking, and especially for women that aren't used to having body odor, all of a sudden stinking. Like, who's ready for that? Like, that's not okay. That's not normal. No, girl, you don't know, Harmony. This is an interactive. Don't be quiet. You talk. I want y'all to talk. I want people to start following other people, to be informed. The sweating was horrible. See? Oh, Mimi, I'm sorry. Yeah, my client right now, she's like, I'm sleeping on the towel. That's what she has. She has night sweats. She's like, I'm sleeping on the towel because I wake up and I look crazy. I look like somebody threw a bucket of water on me. See, that's something I didn't experience, but I need to know these things for my clients. So, the one thing for me, I actually, my whole body chemistry changed while I was pregnant, and I didn't have to wear deodorant. That was like, even with the acne, but I didn't have to wear deodorant. I was like, this ain't that bad. This ain't that bad. I don't have to wear I smell good all the time. That was the good part. That was a good thing that came. Who else had vertigo? I didn't have it with my second baby. So I'll tell y'all right now, it sounds like Layla was just the worst. Layla was really hard. My oldest gave me a lot with the pregnancy, and then she was an easy baby. My second one was a really easy pregnancy. And like I said, she is all gas, no brakes. If you want to see these few little gray, I didn't have gray hairs to the second one, and they just like, boop, hey, you got that little cancer, baby, and it's a 2016 baby. They made different. They are made different. So I have gray hair now, but she was an easy pregnancy. So did we talk about the hair loss and or hair growth? And sometimes in the places you don't want it. It's great for that extra hair on your head, but when you gotta shave your legs extra and your lady parts, looks like you got Mr. T in a headlock. It's not good, y'all. Like that thing, or some women, the hair breakage, and it comes, so we all get it after, but some women's hair breaks while they're pregnant. Like, that is like, they mostly talk about it. Oh, your hair's gonna grow. That's not everybody. And nobody warns you about your hair breaking once your baby is out your body. Like, you just walk around with the little short, you look like you got bangs all across the crown of your head because your hair done broke off. You look crazy. So yeah, you had a lot of hair growth. Yeah, like, who wants that? So something that I bet you guys don't know about, and I didn't realize it till they were talking about Beyonce. Your voice can get deeper. So your voice changes with pregnancy. So one of the things is your voice can get deeper. So if you listen to her old songs and listen to her new songs, you can tell how different her voice is. And some of it is maturity, but your vocal cords actually change. She said, I have a little crowd of regrowth right now. Yeah, see, it's not cute. I told you it's that circle bang. It's your halo, girl. Because us mamas that get pregnant and have these babies, it's a little halo to be like, hey, you're close to God, I guess. That's what he's trying to give you. But yeah, the voice changes. I don't think that's too bad, but it is something that, nobody talks about. But yeah, we can get back to this feet thing. I had not heard of that. I'm glad Harmonious Birth brought it up, but I had another friend tell me, so they get bigger. And I was like, do they go back? And she was like, no. I just went up a half a shoe size. And I was like, that's crazy. And then with her second birth, she went up again, another half a shoe size. I was like, that it blew my mind. So that's something I did not experience. And I'm glad somebody else experienced it. And that's why it's so common, where you could have been sitting there by yourself thinking my feet got bigger and probably thinking that you were crazy. And somebody else telling you your feet did not get bigger. And you're like, yes, my feet got bigger. And then you finally meet another woman that's like, oh yeah, my feet got bigger too. Beyonce. Okay, do y'all want me to kick my husband off of here? Like, because he just got the jokes. Beyonce Pendergrass. And he still loves Beyonce. Beyonce is my husband's favorite. Okay? His favorite. Oh, my uncle's on here. Oh, they're both going to be on here. Oh, Lord. Y'all get ready. Because these are two men that are very active and involved fathers. And they are very active and loving on their wives. So they listen to me and you'll see Dolly Harper up there. They listened to us when we was criping about our bodies. So the stories before and after, they know all about them. So let's talk about the heightened sense of smell. Who's with me? I want to see everybody wave your hands. If you was smelling people from social distance links, what we now know is the social distance linked apart. Oh my God. Who had that? Let me see those hands. Let me see those hands. I could smell people so far away from me. And I have a very keen sense of smell anyway. My husband's like my little bloodhound, Yes, give me those hearts. Hello. Y'all, I could smell people. And I was, at the time for my first birth, I was still in retail. And at times I had to be in the store by myself. And I just remember, and I felt so bad. This woman walked in the store, and I promise you, we were maybe 6 feet apart. And she started walking towards me, and I just go, oh my God, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm pregnant. And you could see I was pregnant by then. I was like, you smoke cigarettes? She was like, yes. I was like, you can't come anywhere near me. And I wasn't trying to be mean, but her smell was so strong. I hated the smell of omelets with my first child. Told her husband, can you please get away from me because you stink in the middle of our appointment. Oh, Harmonious Birth, you have some stories, girl. Hey, Janelle. Happy to see you, babe. So, but yeah, that sense of smell, it's like, and it's so bad because you don't know what it is. Like, who would think omelets? You probably been eating omelets your whole life, Mimi. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, I don't want, no. Mine was I don't like cigarette smells. And just the aversion to cigarettes became so, like, it was like, I would get nauseous. Like, if you were going to wear whatever I ate for lunch if you come anywhere closer to me. So, like, that was huge. And people tell you, but I don't think they understand to explain to you how bad it can be, like it's so bad and you don't know what it's going to be. And just the warning of, hey, one day you might love your husband's cologne and you'll be 2 months pregnant and you'll be like, if you wear it again, I'm going to cut you in the middle of the night. Do not wear it again. Cause I don't like it. So, I'm going to tell y'all something personally. It's gonna be a TMI. I have a little bitty booty. I got a little more now because I'm almost 40. But when I was young, y'all know I'm slim. So I had a little bit of butt. Where does your butt go when you get pregnant? No one tells you that it just disappears. that it like that hormone relaxing comes in and you just slack back. I was like, where's my butt? Like, I didn't have enough butt to lose. And that happened and I looked like negative booty. It was really bad. Like, it was really bad. And I was like, no one told me this. So, I don't know. Maybe some of y'all kept your booties. I'm happy for you. But I didn't have any to lose. And yeah, relaxing got me. It stole it. And I was like, what happened? All my pants look crazy. It was just a mess. Yeah. What is my husband talking about? See, he's happy because I have a booty now. We've been together. We've been together for like 9 years. And I'm sure he's very happy that I now have a booty. Shoot, we've almost been together 10 years. We've been together a long time. But yeah, almost 10 years now. And yeah, I didn't have a butt. I was very slim. I have one now, so he's happy. But when I got pregnant, he was not happy because he was like, where is it? It was nothing there. And now it was like my back and my butt all was like one line. But then you got to the front and it was like flat chested and whoo! Yeah, I looked ridiculous pregnant. Thank God I got a cute face because the rest of it was not working for me. So what about, I didn't get these, but I don't think the emphasis on hemorrhoids is enough. I did not get them. And we don't have to raise hands because I know it can be embarrassing. But I know so many women that got hemorrhoids and nobody talks about it. I'm like, yo, that is a life changer. Like, they're horrible. They're irritating. They itch. They hurt. It's so much going on with those. And nobody tells you, hey, you might get them during or after. That's not a warning anybody gives you. You know what I mean? And I think it's a strong disservice not to tell us that you could get hemorrhoids because they're rough. Yeah. Like, I just remember when I was pushing and the lady kept saying, push like you're having a bowel movement. And I finally said, lady, no, that's not how I'm pushing. I don't want to have hemorrhoids. I don't want hemorrhoids. So no, I'm not going to push like that. Okay. Yes, it was a surprise, you know, after the birth. Like, it's so uncomfortable. And I feel like that, and that's a health thing. Like, that's a whole nother part of your vagina and your internal organs are already trying to heal. And then here you go with that. So that's just a lot, in my opinion. So then we have the oops, I peed. How many people peed on themselves while pregnant? Sneezing, coughing, or anything like that? Because you get to that end and you cough and you pee on yourself. You get to that end and you laugh too hard and you pee on yourself. I started carrying extra underwear, and I don't have a weak pelvic floor, but I'm a small woman. I cannot stand my uncle, y'all. Talk about me. But you get to the end and it's just too much weight down there. My pelvic floor is not weak, but I would laugh and I'm like, oh God, I peed on myself again. And nobody tells you you're going to be a grown woman peeing on yourself when you get too excited. I peed in my mother's bed. See? And it's too much weight. It's too much weight. Okay, hold on. I got to tell Layla something. Layla, will you grab mommy a charger, please? For my phone, the longest one. Grabbing a charger so I don't miss you guys. So, yeah. No one tells you about peeing on yourself. Like, and did y'all see my onesie? Hold on. I have to pause. And it has a hood. Because y'all know I love wearing my onesies. So, I just had to show that off. Because y'all know I love wearing my onesie. Oh, the quilt behind me. Yes, so this actually is made by my mother. My mother made this for me when, I want to say I was in college. My mom is like this awesome quilt maker. She's like the lady where you need a craft done, and she's that lady. She's always on it. She's great. So she made this for me, and I try not to lay on it, but it's so pretty. I thought it would make the perfect background for, thanks baby. I thought it would make the perfect background for my lives and when I, speak. So thank you. I will let her know that she is very popular. She'll be happy. I don't even think she knows I use it. So thank you for reminding me to tell her. She actually makes my baby blankets for my clients. My mom is like super crafty. So sometimes she'll make a quilt. Sometimes she'll crochet a blanket. It just depends on, or sometimes she'll crochet booties, hats. She's very like one of those people, she'll watch someone do it and she just picks it up. So yeah, she makes all my gifts for my clients. So no two are the same and they're special for every client. So yeah, that's my mom. She's great. So I got, let's see. Did anyone else nipples get dark? I know that's like a TMI, but my nipples got really, really dark. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know, one, I have pretty dark areolas, but everything got darker in that area. And they got bigger. We all know that, especially with nursing. But yeah, the darker nipples, I didn't think that would, that's not one of the things that I expected. And that happened. I don't know if anyone else experienced that, but that was different for me. That's one of those, I think that's one, so dark. Okay, good. Because I was looking in the mirror like, that's about 2 good shades darker than what I used to have. Okay. So that was a very interesting thing. And like I said, and then after nursing, they just stayed a little bit larger than normal. So that was interesting that they didn't go back. And my mother did not nurse us, but she said her areolas got darker and her nipples got larger and they never went back down. So that was interesting. To help the baby see the nipple. I understand. Like a nice little target. I just didn't need any help. They were already pretty dark. So thank you, Village Mother Doula. I know they want to see it and smell it, but yeah, as dark as they got, I did not expect it. So thank you for that educational tip. I'm going to TMI. So come on. I need everybody to be open. Let's talk about this. So you got to give me a smiley face if it went up. Give me a sad face if it went down. Okay, you ready? Sex drive changes. So whose sex drive went up? Give me a smiley face. Whose sex drive went down? Give me a sad face. If you want to share. My sex drive went through the roof. So that was I have had, it's in the middle right now, but I had a really healthy libido and it just like went through the roof. I'm sure my husband was happy because then he didn't have to worry about getting me pregnant again. Aww. Shantae and Mimi, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought my husband was hot stuff. I was like, come on. So, yeah, it was different for me. And I know it's different for every woman. And he's grinning. If you could, I hope y'all all see the smile on the emoji smile. It didn't have nothing to do with him, but he's grinning. He was a very happy guy at that time. But no one tells you that it can go one way or the other. You know what I mean? It can go, and all of that is normal. That's my indifferent. It didn't change. Well, that's good too. But it going up or down, I don't think they tell women, get away. I don't think they tell women that it's normal for it to go up or down. You know what I mean? Like it's no one fits all. And then you'll have one pregnancy where it goes up and then you'll have another pregnancy where it goes down. You know, every woman is different, but also every pregnancy is different. So I think that's one of the things that people don't talk about or make normal because, you know, here in America, talking about sex, it's not like that's why we're all here or anything, how we all got here. It's taboo. But I think it's, we need to normalize talking about it. That's how you got pregnant. Most of us. Some people that's different, but most of us. That's how we got here, Now I'll be honest. This was one of the things I was not ready for, and I will be the constipation. Oh my God. Y'all see my face. Oh my God. The worst. The absolute worst. I know a lot of people that had it, but I was very regular. I know y'all getting all the TMI business from me. Hey, this is where I'm at. But that happened and it was not regular at all. And I hated it. I was like, I'm already pregnant. I don't need nothing else stuck in there. I hated it. I hated not being regular. It was the most uncomfortable. I ate so many apples and so many dried apricots and drank, you're not supposed to drink coffee, but it was always one of the things that made me go. So I would have to get like a half a cup of coffee and be like, I just got to use the bathroom and drink it. Like, coffee is always in moderation, even when you're pregnant. But I would have to, because I was like, I can't sit here. I have to use the bathroom. This is awful. And I don't think that is one of the things. No, it's not, I don't think. I know that's not talked about enough. Like, hey, give me all the prunes. Exactly. I got off the prunes and I had to get on the apricots. Once I got on the apricots and the raw/unfiltered apple juice, sometimes make it warm, I was like, woo, I can move now. But yeah, it was pretty rough. So I didn't like that part. Let's see. This is the one. Now look, if you didn't get it, I'm happy you didn't get it. But who got lightning crotch? Hey, Caramel Delight. Thank you for joining in. Who got lightning crotch? Those sharp pains shooting down to your pelvis like somebody's like, ah. I remember the first time I got one. I almost fell over. I was like, what? Huh? It's like, it literally is like somebody is stabbing you and it's hot and it's uncomfortable. And I thought something was wrong with me. I thought I had pulled some muscle, some ligament. And I was like, no one told me about these pains. Oh, what is that? Yes. So, they shoot down and it's like they literally end at your vaginal canal and they shoot from your hips down and they're like, mine were hot and they stung, and that is what lightning crotch is. And whew, it kind of usually, a lot of women, if you have that round ligament pain, which is something else nobody tells you about, like when you get those round ligament pains in your hips or in your lower back from all those ligaments stretching and getting soft to let that baby out and, just so your pelvis can open. Yeah, it comes with that. Oh, it was very painful. It was super painful. And they weren't constant, which is a great thing. But the other part was they would come and it was like out of nowhere, you look crazy because you're trying to walk and then you're like, like you look absolutely ridiculous because only certain other pregnant people are like, oh, what's wrong? Oh, you got one of those pains? Yep. Round ligament pain is another one where people think like, oh, it can't be that bad. Round ligament pain can be awful. So it's pretty much what it is your ligaments are supposed to be so taut and so tight to support your bones and your muscles and keep your body together. It's an important part of your skeletal structure. So when you get round ligament pain, because your body is preparing for baby, all your ligaments get soft. That's another part of relaxing. They get soft because your hips have to open up and your pelvis has to open to let baby come through. Well, with that opening, certain people, it gets so soft, they can feel the movement and it's pulling down on those soft ligaments and you can feel it being stretched and pulled at that time. And it can be very uncomfortable for women. So round ligament pains and lightning crotch, as my husband is laughing with his lightning cat. This is what I deal with, y'all. This is who lives in my house with me every day. So yeah, it's pretty tough. It hurts pretty bad. And it's one of the things, like I said, it's an unseen, and I just think women need to know about it, because you don't know, and you'll be having this pain, and then it's kind of embarrassing, and you're like, who wants to tell their friend, like, hey, I just got this shooting pain from my hip to my vagina? Like, you have to have a special friend. We all need that special friend. You need to have a friend you're that close with. I don't care what anyone says. You need somebody, whether it's your mom, your best friend, you need somebody that you're that close with that you don't need to be embarrassed around. At least one person. I'm not embarrassed by much, so that's my problem. But it's normal. It's a normal pain. The discharge. Absolutely. No, nobody tells you. It can change, and but no one tells you how much it can change. And if you're a woman that's conscious about your body, oh boy, it can really throw a wrench in your day. You can, like, I never had the need to wear a panty liner until I got pregnant. And I was like, what? Why is it? And I was like making sure at the doctor, like, am I leaking fluid? And they're like, no. So I'm just leaky now. Awesome. Why does it? Once again, these are the times that I didn't pee on myself and need new underwear. Not from laughing or coughing or sneezing too hard. This was just times that I was like, why is my discharge like this? We already deal with it every day. We all are women. We deal with that every day. But the change while you're pregnant, and some women I've heard it get so thick. You know what I mean? It's just super, super thick. And I was like, well, I did not have that. It was just a lot more and a lot of water. So I don't think that's expressed enough. I think it can be super uncomfortable. And it's like all these things that are happening to our bodies can be super embarrassing, and you don't want to talk about. So that's one of the reasons why I'm having this round table. One, so you know what to tell your friends. And two, if you had it happen to you, you don't have to be embarrassed about it. There you go. Let's kill all these taboos. And the varicose veins. And it has a lot to do with heredity, excuse me. Varicose veins are those wonderful purplish blue veins you can get in your legs, especially if you're standing a lot. So teachers, waitress, retail workers, anybody that does the type of walking back and forth while pregnant, you're more susceptible. But also if you have a history of varicose veins in your family, spider veins kind of come with that as well. It's all in that family. It's just another name for a varicose vein. So you get them, and they're ugly. And if you have nice legs, you really don't want them. See, Mimi, you got them. I have them too. And I was putting on lotion, and I was like, what is this? Oh no, not on my pretty legs. I was like, I was so mad. But yeah, if you're a teacher, if you're anybody, and you can get them at any time, but if you're a woman that you're on your feet, that increases it. If you cross your legs a lot, that increases it. So that's one of the things. If you want to, hi, iBirth EDU, thank you for joining. That's one of the things. If you are a woman that crosses your legs or on your feet a lot, and you might want to warn, or a friend like that, that's one of the things you need to be looking out for, because that does increase the chance of you having varicose veins or something like that. Is staying on your feet a lot, not being hydrated, ladies. Being hydrated is like, whatever anybody says, most of the things when you're pregnant, drink water. It's a lot of answers, even in life, is drink water. So yeah, we went through that. Like, the varicose veins was something I didn't know. I thought it would come with age. I didn't know it would come with pregnancy. So that surprised me. And this is an oldie but goodie. Mine was heredity, and I was walking constantly in the classroom. Yeah, Mimi. I was like, you're a teacher. Yeah, my grandmother has them. I think my mom has a few. But my grandmother has them, and she was always on her feet. And so I was like, okay, that's kind of how I got them. This is we all went through it, but I don't think they explain how bad it is. Now, y'all ready? Y'all need to get those hearts ready. Get those hearts ready. Heartburn. And not like regular heartburn. Heartburn to the point that you thought you might have to go to the hospital. To the point you're grabbing your chest like, am I having a heart attack? Heartburn to the fact you're like, milk ain't working, Tums ain't working, Imodium ain't working, nothing is working. I just feel like that heartburn. That heartburn is next level. Pregnancy heartburn is its own animal. I swear. Oh my gosh. So give me a heart, give me some hands. Who had that heartburn? Because that junk, it was awful. I couldn't understand. I had never had heartburn before. And when I first got heartburn, I looked at my mom and I thought something was actually really wrong with me. Oh, it hurts so bad. Shantae, you had, yes, it's so painful. It's so painful. Hey, thank you for joining. I don't want to say your name wrong. I'm going to say Gwenny Dan. I'm thinking I said it wrong, but I hope I didn't. Thank you for joining in. So that was like, oh my God. It was the most painful thing. Like, I think of all the things I had, the morning sickness. The reason I'm not talking about morning sickness, because everybody talks about that. That's the reason it's not on the list. Like, everybody tells you about it. Some people are worse, but that's like one of the things it's the most normal to talk about. But the heartburn was crazy. Like, mine hurt my entire chest, and I've never had heartburn before that, so I didn't know what it was. Oh, I'm glad I said it right. Yay! But that heartburn was next level. So painful. So I don't think, no one prepared me for how painful heartburn was and how severe it could be. So I didn't know. I had no idea. Like I said, I was grabbing my chest. I was like, am I having a heart attack? Is this what a heart attack feels like? It hurt really bad. So this is something one of my friends from high school actually. Did anyone else have PUPS rash? It's PUPPS. It's an abbreviation. It's PUPS rash. Yes, honey. I didn't have, my husband's asking me a question. Did I miss the heartburn part? I told you everything rough happened with Layla. So Cyan, my youngest, didn't give me heartburn. She might have gave me some mild, but nothing enough for me to bring up. Layla gave me the real deal heartburn. But PUPS is a rash. So I didn't know anything about it. I actually had a friend from high school tell me about it, which was scary because she told me she had it and she brought it to her OBGYN and he didn't know what it was. And she said she had to go research it to find out what was wrong with her. So it's a rash that you get, and it almost, it's very similar, like when I saw it online, it looks like hives. The only problem is all the pictures online seem to be on Caucasian or very, very light-skinned, fair-skinned women. So I think that's just a whole different issue that, you know, when there's a problem in any health field, especially a skin irritation, you need to show it on a variety of skin tones. But, you know, she had to look at it and she had to, you know, decipher, like, this is what I have. So there's no reason behind it. It is literally a itchy rash, very similar to hives, that you get, and you can get it on your stomach, you can get it on your thighs, and you can get it on your buttocks. So you ask, I'm not talking to my husband. I'm not talking to my husband. Y'all don't read my husband's comments, please. Just ignore him. But yeah, so this is a rash. So it's something, like I said, her OBGYN didn't even know. So this is information I hope you all take, whether it's for a friend, a client, or a family member. if you see something like that, one, make sure they do get it checked out. But it is, like I said, make sure you have that in the back of your mind that it might be, it's called a PUPS rash. It is something you want to make sure you get diagnosed. But if someone says they don't know, or they get a doctor who was uninformed like hers, that you have a way and you'll have a resource to be like, hey, look this up. And I saved the most serious one for last. And I want us all to be very aware of this. We don't take mental health serious enough in our country. In my community, specifically in the Black community, we don't take it serious enough at all. It is a problem. It is real, and it's something that needs to be addressed. So with that being said, we often talk about postpartum depression. That is serious and that is real. But this live is about what happens to you while you're pregnant. And while you're pregnant, there's a thing called, and I had to write it down, antepartum depression. And it is not addressed. So what this is you're getting depressed and you have those same feelings that a lot of women get postpartum, but you have them while you're pregnant. The feelings of loneliness, the feelings of abandonment, the feelings that you're not going to be a good mom, like a severe anxiety, things like this, and all these negative thoughts come on. And nobody talks about you can be depressed while you're pregnant. And literally the shift of hormones affect the chemicals in your brain, and it can actually make you depressed. It can make you, all those feelings that you have, all of us have about bringing a healthy baby and wanting to be the best mom, are amplified by 10 while you're pregnant. Having antepartum depression can increase your chances of having postpartum depression, or end up being postpartum psychosis. So if you don't address those feelings while you're pregnant and the doctor doesn't address them, you're putting yourself in a position where it's going to get worse. Oh, Gwenny, I'm sorry you had that. Yeah, they brush it off as to being emotional. And some of it, we are all emotional. I know that I cried at movies. I never had a feeling of despair. There's a difference. That's not being emotional. And I need people to understand that that's not being emotional. If a woman tells you she feels like she's going to be an awful mother, she doesn't like, and she says it like that's not a passing thing, you need to get her some help. Because you're doing a disservice to her, her family, and her child. You need to get her some help, because that can, and it can also roll into, if it's prevalent enough, so now you have postpartum depression, possible postpartum psychosis, which puts her life in danger and her baby's life in danger. And if she has other children, their lives in danger, or she'll grow and she'll have to continue to be on more medicine throughout her life. So it's not a joke. It's I'm glad it passed for you too, Gwenny. I'm reading the comments. I'm glad it passed. But it can increase chances of those problems in women after birth. So I saved it for last because I need y'all to know how important it is. This is, of all the things I say, the physical things we can all get over. You know, our feet get bigger, we get new shoes. We all like buying new shoes. You know what I'm saying? Heartburn's not fun, but you can find enough Tums and milk and or dairy or non-dairy. You know, bleeding gums, they stop. That's why they make dentists and, dentists and good toothpaste. All those other things we can fix, and they don't pose a harm to ourselves or our bodies. They're just a temporary thing that we're going through. But depression and mental health is real. And I'm sorry you went through that, Mimi. You know, that's a serious thing. Postpartum, antepartum, we need to be more involved. So I hope I leave you guys with this. Our bodies are going to change, and let's talk about it. And the reason I want you to talk about it with your friends, talk about it with your clients, talk about it with your family, because then you're not going to have moms that feel so alone. You're not going to have moms that don't have someone to talk to. You're not going to have moms that just don't have someone watching them saying, hey, maybe that's just not right. maybe she needs some help. Maybe I should take the kids. Maybe maybe I should, support her in talking to someone and not making her feel bad about it. Because at the end of the day, we could put makeup on these varicose veins and throw some nice tights on and get it done. We need to be there more for our pregnant family, friends, co-workers, sisters, because it's real. So of all things to remember, all the other things are great to tell your friends, but their mental health is important. So use all those other jokes and tips that I gave you to be more involved and more supportive for the women around you and to help them be more informed. And when you have those tips and you're informed with those people, you might just put yourself in a position where they open up to you and you can save and or help somebody. So I hope I've helped you guys. I hope you had fun. I know I did. I appreciate all of you so much. I hope you tell people about me. I do. Embrace birthing is my thing. It's my passion. As much as my husband gives me guff and I love talking about him, I want you guys to know he pushed me to do this. He told me it was my passion. He said I should have did it a long time ago. So he has supported me completely in opening my business. And I want you guys to know I'm here for all women, all birthing people, whether you are a man and a woman, you're a single woman, you're an adopting couple, because I do all those services. So I am a full spectrum doula with Embrace Birthing. I do prenatal, labor, and postnatal care. I also do surrogacy doula services. Hey, thanks for joining. We're about to close, but I hope you watch it back. Come on, stay in here for a minute. I do postpartum services, surrogacy services as a doula, and adoption doula services. Because I feel every family, no matter how they're made, deserves support. Because with healthier and happier families, we have healthier and happier children, which makes healthier and happier communities. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's going to be my impact and my legacy I leave for my daughters. So take this, tell somebody about me. I do virtual doula services. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on Facebook, as well as you can find my website. It is m-bracebirthing.com. I have a lot of information there. So share the information. Oh, and I do travel. Corona has it a little less. But once we get this COVID thing under control, I do travel for my doula clients. So I hope you consider me or tell a friend to consider me. And even if you don't do that, I hope you take this information today and help the people around you and help the families around you. It's all love. Everything is here. Oh, I was sent to you by James Harper. I'm not having any more children. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. If you know somebody, thank you. But definitely, I send you guys all the love and progression and growth for this year. If you have any business ventures, please send them my way, because I support small business in every way that I can. And y'all have a wonderful night, and I appreciate y'all staying with me. Thank you. Y'all could do anything else, and y'all supported me, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Mwah. Good night, y'all.